Welcome, welcome, and welcome. Welcome to another episode. Welcome to another episode of Gamecocks Talk with Captain Will. I am your man, Captain Will. Make sure you like, make sure you share, make sure you subscribe. The Gamecocks Talk with Captain Will, so I continue to bring that gospel Gamecocks every single day. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, you're not rocking with the best. Since you're rocking with the best, come rock with your man, Captain Will. It is shot o'clock. It is shot o'clock at 11:14 p.m. It is shot o'clock. So I guess the question is answered. That the South Carolina women's basketball team is the real USC. No more situations of who the real USC is. We are doing this at 11:15 p.m. I got to call a game tomorrow. Duke and Liberty. Wifey and I are in the hotel room getting lit. Shot o'clock, baby. So here it is. Here it is. Whatever your drink of choice tonight, whatever your drink of choice, it is time to do this. So I got me some tequila. It is tequila time. So my homeboys in, my Tito's family, my whiskey family, my Ensure family. I know y'all out there. My Ensure family, my bright and early family. It is shot o'clock. And my sweet tea family. I can't forget about y'all. Shot o'clock, baby. Woo! Ooh. Oh my. And I ordered some Taco Bell. I ain't even sponsored by Taco Bell, but I had to give me some Taco Bell. So if I eat a taco on the air, just do it because I'm hungry. South Carolina women's basketball team, the three-time national champions, decided to go to LA. I'm a little upset because I wasn't able to go to the game. Just so that, and then I'm watching the game, and I see where me and Chocolate Drop seats were. So I was upset. But it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Everything ain't meant to be. But I know it was meant to be. That whooping that Southern Cal got. 17-point beat down. 17-point beat down by USC in LA, in the crypto arena, in front of Jersey Robinson, in front of Kaylee Wynn. Oh, yeah, did I say Jersey Robinson? Did I say that? Did I say that? South Carolina proved yet again, after beating up on Southern California, that we about that life. We about that life. Everybody ain't about that life. That's the facts. It's really not. Everybody's not about that life. Sometimes you gotta pull back. You know who ain't about that life? Duke. Duke ain't about that life. Duke ain't about that life. Notre Dame ain't about that life. No. South Carolina is about that life. You know about that life? Raven Hollywood Johnson is about that life. Raven was by far the best basketball player on the court tonight. By far. It wasn't even close. Raven Johnson had an efficiency rating of 23 tonight. 23. Played 37 minutes of hellified basketball. 14 points. Pretty good. 4 assists. Pretty good. Shot 6 for 12 in the field. Pretty good. Shot 2 for 3 from three-point line. That's pretty good right there. Raven Johnson had a double-double. 11 rebounds. 7 of them offensively. How about that? Leon Buck said 9985, no juju. Nope. Sure wasn't no juju. Nope. Juju was on the sideline. Know who else was on the sideline? Chloe Kitts on the sideline. Mm-hmm. Know who else? Didn't play for South Carolina tonight? Ashlyn Watkins. So if you talk about Juju, I'm going to talk about Chloe, and I'm going to talk about Ashlyn Watkins. Bottom line up front, y'all got your ass beat by 17 points. Okay? That's how it was. That's how it was. I don't hear about no Juju. I don't hear about no excuses. Because on November 15th, 2026, the game going to be in Greenville. And we're going to do this thing all over again. And hopefully Juju will be there. Hopefully Juju will be there. Okay? But tonight, y'all got whooped. Whooped by 17 points. South Carolina walked into the crypto arena, came in, took a seat, took the remote control, changed the channel, sat back, grabbed a beer, and relaxed up in the crypto arena. That's what South Carolina did tonight. And you know what? It was nothing Southern Cal can do about it. Nothing. How y'all let Carolina come on up into y'all spot and get whooped? Get whooped up on. Get whooped. LA. How about Joyce Edwards? Somebody talk about Joyce Edwards. I heard a little something about Joyce Edwards. Joyce Edwards finished up with 17 points, 4 assists. She had 10 rebounds. Country Joyce Edwards from Camden, South Carolina, lost her shoe, almost finished the layup. Raven was just trying to get an easy assist, but she almost finished the layup. I told my wife, Joyce need to take off the other shoe. That's how we do in the country. We used to playing barefooted. We used to it. That's commonplace. Joyce Country, she would have hit the basket. South Carolina is a problem, and y'all need to recognize that. We got a lot of Southern Cal fans chopping up on the show tonight because you know why? Because Southern Cal don't have Captain Will. It's okay. Y'all can borrow me for the night. It's just like, what was going on tonight? Raven, Madina. The game was close. The game was close, right? The game was close without Tessa doing anything in the first half. She had a couple of assists. But the game was close. The game was close in the first half with Tanaya Latson not doing much in the first half. Latson finished off with 12 points, 2 assists. Tessa finished up with 14 points, 5 assists. I made a show, during the pregame show about the guards. We're going to the side this game. I made whoever's guards is going to produce was going to win this game. So you had Jazzy Davison from Southern California. You had Kennedy Smith from Southern California. You had London Jones from Southern California. They're 3. We could say Malia Samuels as well, but I'm gonna say those 3. We're really going to determine the fate of Southern Cal. What happened was, I love when the kids say that. What happened was, Jazzy shot 4 for 11. And if you want to be clear about the situation with Jazzy Davison tonight, and I love Jazzy. I thought Jazzy for sure was the number 1 ranked player in the country. Okay, finished off with 3 rebounds, 3 assists, 4 turnovers, 1 steal. If Jazzy wouldn't have scored 6 points, 3 buckets from out of bounds plays, she would have hit 1 field goal tonight. You know why, ladies and gentlemen, she shot so poor from the field tonight? Jazzy Davison is 6'1". She was being guarded by one of the best perimeter defenders in the country. Her name is Raven Hollywood Johnson. Did I say that Raven's about that life? Raven was all over Jazzy in this basketball game. She shot 4 for 11, 0 for 2 from the 3. Kennedy Smith, a dog. Top 7 recruit during her class. 12 points. But in those 12 points, she was 5 for 14 from the field. 0 for 2 from 3. It was a situation. London Jones, who shot 5 for 5 last year for UCLA against us, had me in tears. The Captain Will in tears. Tonight, 2 for 10 from the field, 0 for 4 from three-point line. Dawn Staley say, oh, hell no. We are not going to let you do that to us tonight. No. London Johnson, 5'3", was fighting with the Giants tonight and did not win. Southern Cal, as a whole, shot 33% from the field. Shot 7% from 3. 1 for 14 from the three-point line. The vaunted guard lineup from Southern California got destroyed by South Carolina. Our guards, Tanaya Latson, 6 for 14. Tessa Johnson, 4 for 11. Raven Johnson, 6 for 12. That's not like lights out, but it's way better than what y'all did. Tessa Johnson, 2 for 4 from 3. Raven Johnson, 2 for 3. Can we get through 4 basketball games? Can we all agree, ladies and gentlemen, family, children of all ages, can we agree that Raven Johnson's shot is fixed? Can we come together? Can we have that conversation and say that her shot is fixed? I'm just keeping it real with y'all. Through 4 basketball games, Raven Johnson is shooting over 50% from 3. She's not shooting 7 3-pointers a game, 10 3-pointers a game. And here's the thing, ladies and gentlemen, we got young ladies out there, they got no damn business shooting 10 3-pointers a game. We ain't gonna call no names. But one of those teams, with one of those players, lost by 30 against Michigan today. But we ain't gonna call no names. We're not gonna do that tonight. This is about uplifting tonight, okay? This is about uplifting. But what I'm telling you tonight, it's not about volume shooting. It's about efficient shooting. Carolina did not shoot great from the field tonight. Not tonight. Shot 41% from the field. We did shoot 40% from 3. We shot terrible from the free throw line. We shot 58%. Joyce had probably her worst, free throw shooting game tonight. It was a 3 for 8. Joyce don't hit no 3 for 8, no free throws. She hit free throws. I don't know what was going on with that. But that wasn't all. It's still some things to fix, though, because we had way too many turnovers. We had 17 turnovers. That's way too many. We had 17 turnovers and still won by 17. What if we would cut that in half? If we would have cut that in half, we probably won by 25 points. 25 points. Maybe 30. If we would have cut that in half. Joyce had too many turnovers. She had 6 of them. It was so many, like traveling calls tonight. Tessa had 3 turnovers. That was 9 turnovers out of 17. Joyce had a very uncommon game in terms of turnovers tonight. Really did. Y'all ever had that Baja? I think it's called a Baja Blast from Taco Bell. That thing is straight fire. I love it. You put some tequila in the thing, swirl the thing. It tastes good. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. South Carolina is a problem, ladies and gentlemen, as we move forward in the season. 17 points against the top 8 ranked team in the country. We have a lot of comments, and I thank you. And then, this is a cool thing. The cool thing about tonight was that a lot of folks was commenting during the game. Now, I wasn't going to sit here and go through the comments during the game like some folks do. I wasn't going to do that, but I do enjoy that. So I love the chatter. Ty Cromwell, we struggle to score. That Kennedy Smith is a future pro. Ty, thank you for the comment. And thank you for hanging out with me tonight, 11:29 p.m. First off, we struggle to score. Yes, Southern Cal is a problem defensively. The length of Jazzy Davis in the 6'1" is an issue. Kennedy Smith, that 6'1" is an issue. Those are two players that I craved for to be Gamecocks, but they ended up, staying on the West Coast. Defensively, Jazzy has not got it together offensively. Through the early part of the season, it'll happen. Defensively, she's a problem. Her length is something special. Kennedy Smith is a straight dog. She was a dog in high school, and she is a dog in college. Okay, so she is a problem. In terms of Kennedy Smith being a future pro, you for sure are right about that. Chris Dub, UConn, LSU, and some others will be a major problem for this team. Chris Dub, what's up, fam? UConn, for sure. UConn is terrific. UConn is a very good basketball team. They're not as good as last year. And let's be clear about that, okay? So for the folks that are thinking that UConn is as good as they were last year, they are not, okay? They are still missing Paige Beckers, and they do not have a replacement for Paige Beckers on that basketball team. Nowhere. So they're not as good as they were last year. Now, LSU, you can miss me on that one right there. Because you let LSU play somebody first off. Because until LSU stop playing these junior varsity teams, I don't know what the hell they got. As long as they keep playing these B teams, these eighth graders, these middle schoolers, who gonna rebound the ball for LSU? Who? Please tell me. Let them play somebody. They don't play a reputable opponent. They don't play a reputable opponent until the first week in December. Because they don't play, non-conference. LSU don't play nobody non-conference now. You know that. You know that. Last time LSU played a ranked opponent in the non-conference, they got whooped by Colorado. It was like, oh, hell no. Kim Mulkey said, no, we don't want none of that right there. So we're not gonna do those things. But Robert Whitaker, we have to cut down on turnovers. This game right here, we had too many turnovers. Bottom line up front, we did have too many turnovers. Southern Cal was a problem. And they're going to give out a lot of teams. They're going to create a lot of turnovers. That's what Southern Cal does. They are very active defensively. 17 turnovers. We still won by 17 points. But that's too many turnovers for sure. David and SC, Captain Will, so glad to be rocking with the best. David, what's up? What is good? I was going to take a bite of my taco, but I'm not going to do that tonight. That's a little country. I ain't going to do that. But they'll be waiting on me when I get done, though. Carlo Jackson, Raven player like a star tonight. Carlo, thank you for being a member. And for everybody, if you are watching me on Twitter, if you are watching me on the regular old YouTube, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Hit that subscribe button and share it and like it and all those great things. Do all those things, okay? But Raven played like a star. Raven has been balling through 4 basketball games. She has been putting in work. And you see, if you watch the 4 games, if you watch the exhibition games, you've seen the work that she put in. Make no mistake about it. So special. Jay Stuckey, Tessa's a sniper too. Second half, Tessa. Tessa finishing up with 14 points in this basketball game after not doing much in the first half at all. If we look at Tessa Johnson in the first half, she was 0 for 6 from the field with 4 points, 0 for 2 from 3. She had those 4 free throws. Couple of assists, couple of rebounds. The second half. So my man talk about Tessa. Second half, Tessa had 10 points, 4 for 5 from the field, and 2 for 2 from the 3-point line to go along with 3 assists. Tessa is so good. So good. This is a problem, man. This is a problem. I don't really know how good this basketball team is because they're still trying to figure it out. Latson, sometimes she's just new. Madina is just new. Through 4 basketball games, they just knew they still learning, man. They're still learning. And Latson came out the second half like, I'm going to score the basketball. Second half, she was 5 for 10 from the field. She was aggressive. She had 3 rebounds. She had 1 assist. Here we go now. Here we go. Because Now, second half, Madina didn't do much at all. She was 0 for 2 from the field. She had 5 rebounds. Okay. First half, she was 3 for 7 from the field. She had 6 points. Had 10 rebounds. You look at the box score, Madina played exceptionally. If you look at the whole totality of rebounds, block shots, all the great things. This is the thing. I think Madina needs to slow down. Slow it down. And it's going to come to you. Just relax. Just relax. It's going to be fine. It's going to be fine. Just relax. 3 for 9 from the field. And that 3 for 9 from the field, that's the part that irritates me because she was second in the SEC in field goal percentage last season. She is getting her spots. She can finish the basket. Please do not get frustrated with Madina. She can do that. She was second in the SEC in field goal percentage last season. And it will pan off. Believe me when I say that. She did have 15 rebounds. Joyce had 10 rebounds. Raven had 11 rebounds. We destroyed Southern Cal on the boards. Destroyed them. I love this. I love the tenacity of this basketball team. I really do. The damn Ram. I love that name. The damn Ram. Love the show and our ladies' great top 10 win to claim the real USC. I'm a little worried about our offense, but I think it's still developing. Don't be worried. Damn Ram, don't be worried. It's all good. Don't be concerned. Don't be concerned about our offense. Our offense will be fine. Our offense will be fine. Don't even be concerned about that. Tonight, I can score the basketball. Tessa can score the basketball. You got Raven Johnson scoring the basketball. Joyce Edwards can score the basketball. Joyce did not even play great tonight. She didn't play great tonight. She played good. She played good. A good version of Joyce Edwards tonight was seen with 17 points. She was 7 for 16 from the field, 3 for 8 from the free throw line, 17 and 10. When you say, oh man, Joyce with 17 points and 10 rebounds and 4 assists, and she was just all right. Yeah, she was just all right. 2 block shots, 2 steals, just all right. Because she had 6 turnovers. Joyce, no, if I had a conversation with Joyce Edwards right now, just say I played all right. Because you had too many turnovers. She's a perfectionist. That's why she's a damn genius. She's a perfectionist. She wants to be great. And she is great. What impressed me a lot about Joyce Edwards is this season right here. Defensively, man. Defensively, she is a dog now. She's a dog. And then, you know, and this season, because we're going to talk about the depth of this basketball team. Because, okay, Chloe's gone. Watkins out. Maddy ain't playing. Adhel didn't play tonight. Ayla played in spurts. Ayla only played 4 minutes. Dauda only played 7 minutes. You had Tessa with 36 minutes. You had Joyce with 35. You had Madina with 35. You had Raven with 37 minutes. In this basketball game. For the ones who've been craving for our young ladies to play a bunch of minutes, what is happening? For the ones who got tired of our girls, our stars playing 21 minutes, playing 20 minutes, you getting it now. You are getting it. Agot played 17 minutes, 4 rebounds, 4 points. I hope Maddy comes back. I do. I hope Maddy comes back because we need somebody to chill, to relax, slow down the pace, get everybody organized at times. Okay? That's what we need. Against the great teams, the way it's stated right now, our girls going to play a ton of minutes. A lot of minutes. 36, 35, 35, 37. That's a lot of minutes for these young ladies. I know they in shape, or they will get in shape. They look like they was in shape tonight. They did. Get some rest. Go get a fat burger. And have a good old time. And come on back over here in that private plane. Gamecocks is good, man. Gamecocks are good. Chuck Bailey, what is good? Gamecock Nation, we all we got. We all we need. Raven Johnson was fire. What's up, bro? What's up to Chuck? What's up to Robbie Wilson? What is up, fam? What is good? Michelle 85 Fly. What's good? SoCal plays good, though. I give them that. I love me some Kennedy. Want her to be a Gamecock, but ain't mad she stayed home. What's up, Michelle? Thank you for being a member, and thank you for being one of my day ones for real. I love watching Kennedy Smith. I think I started watching Kennedy Smith play when she was 11th grade. I was like, this girl is something else. When this is the thing, and this is no shade whatsoever. No shade. Southern Cal has a really good team. They got a real good team. They got a good young team that's going to be great eventually. Jazzy Davidson is going to be a great player one day. Kennedy Smith is going to be a great player one day. Juju Watkins is already a great player. Was the best basketball player last season. But she's missing this year. She'll be back next year. Or Sanaya Hall, number 1 overall recruit, be in next year. They are stacking elite talent on this basketball team. Number one. Now they got to keep them. Ladies and gentlemen, you got to keep them, right? In the transfer era, you have to keep these players. You got to keep them happy. Could you imagine Kennedy Smith being a Gamecock? I'm just saying. I ain't saying she should transfer. I ain't saying those things like that. I ain't saying that she should transfer. I will say this right here. I wouldn't be upset whatsoever if Kennedy Smith was into the transfer portal and leave Southern Cal. Wouldn't be upset whatsoever. Not at all. But she's a terrific basketball player. Rob, Joyce is getting in her bag. More games will equal better performances. Robbie Wilson, bro, you I know you're drinking your Jameson right now. Hey, babe, can I get a shot? Make sure you don't get on this camera. All right. Joyce is unreal. Okay? She is special. And I just can't wait for her to continue to get better and better and better. Robert said, Don making Latson play defense just like she did Powell. Woo! Say less. Javon Jones, you be killing me, bro. Go watch LSU. When does LSU play again? What? She trying to get me lit, y'all. Cheers. Latson is playing defense. She is playing defense. She's playing more defense in South Carolina through 4 games than she played the whole time she was at Florida State. Real talk. Powell came in, became a dog defensively for Carolina. She really did. Mario Gunter. What's up, fam? Was Jersey sitting by our bench tonight? I don't know. Somebody let me know. I don't know if she was or not. I know she was there. I know that for sure. Jersey Robinson. Kaylee Wynn. Kelsey Andrews. Don't they sound so good? Don't those names sound good? Stay tuned. Stay tuned to that one right there. I feel really good. I'm not going to sit here and lie and tell you that. I don't feel good about Jersey. I feel very nice about Jersey Robinson potentially being a Gamecock. I'm just keeping it real. Leon Buck said, Don should let Latson be her. Leon Buck, what's up, brother? No. Latson came to South Carolina to get a championship at the SEC level in the national championship. Okay, we got enough players who want to be her across the country. Okay, we got a bunch of them, and ain't none of them getting no championships. All right. Latson came to South Carolina because she wants to improve her draft stock. Latson was already a top 6 prospect for the 2026 WNBA draft. She came to South Carolina to increase that. Just like Pow Pow came over and increased hers. Y'all saw what she did in Atlanta Dream. Y'all saw that? Through 4 basketball games, y'all already see the imprint of Dawn Staley on Tania Latson. Defensively. We got a little more. We got a little past this whole thing, just scoring. Okay? I saw somebody shot 4 for 21 from the field today. It's about winning. It's about banners. It's about rings. That's what it's about. That's what it's about. Pop vintages. Vintages. Latson definitely needs to get more set in player game. She's a baller. She is definitely a baller. She is a terrific basketball player. So many comments on a great night tonight to talk basketball. Great night. Let's talk a little recruiting. Let's talk a little recruiting because I know a lot of folks always want to talk about recruiting and where Carolina stands. You remember about a month ago? Let's talk, okay? Let's have a conversation. Just you and me. We got like 1,429 people watching right now. So there's a lot of people watching 1146. Apparently, everybody turned it up tonight, right? About a month ago, there was a lot of doom and gloom in the land talking about South Carolina. Just a lot of doom and gloom in terms of recruiting. Where them people at? Where them fans at? Where they at? After Kelsey Andrews, after Kaylee Wynn, potentially Jersey Robinson. You're going to talk about 5 star players in the recruiting? Potentially 3. Actually more. Potentially. You got a young 6'4" center who's currently ranked 45th by ESPN as a 4-star recruit, who's going to announce on Monday morning, I want to say at 9:30 Eastern Standard Time, who might be leaning towards the Gamecocks. You got a player, another center, 6'3", from overseas, Sarah Okogie. She's not going to announce during this early signing period. It's going to be later. What I'm saying is we have to let things play out. Let them play out. And if you let things play out, things will be fine. Because every single year we have some people just all doom and gloom about this basketball team when it comes to recruiting. I'm like, just let it chill, let it marinate, just let it grow a little weeds. It'll be fine. Adam Ritter ain't calling you out. I am not doing that tonight. I am not calling Adam Ritter out. Absolutely not tonight. But Adam Ritter, bro, you say it's too early in the season to having doom and gloom, okay? It's too early. Carolina will finish this season, this recruiting season, 2026, with another top 5 ranked recruiting class. That is going to happen. That's going to happen. I don't know if UConn is going to sign another player in this recruiting cycle. I don't know. They got Big O. Pretty much everybody else is spoken for the most part. I heard that Jersey isn't going to UConn. I heard that. I don't know if it's true. But she was the last top 25, top 40 player that had some serious interest with UConn. Okay. Who's doing great in recruiting? Clemson's doing great in recruiting. Who's doing great in recruiting? Notre Dame, who's doing great in recruiting. Kentucky, doing great in recruiting. Who else? South Carolina. And I'm naming those teams because they have multiple players of 4- and 5-star level coming to their program. LSU got one, Lola Lampley, right now. Nice player. She is dope. Really good player. Southern Cal got one. They have the one, the number one ranked recruit. But that's the only one they got. That's the only one they have. NIL has changed so much in basketball. You have teams that normally don't get those highly ranked players come into their program. The days of UConn just taking multiple 5-star recruits. That is not the norm now. It's spread out. It's spread out now. Tennessee got one top-level recruit. One. It's great for basketball. It really is. Now, the problem is that transfer portal is a beast. You have to recruit them, but then you got to keep them. It's a beast. South Carolina does a great job with that. Southern Cal, so-so. So-so. I hope that everybody is healthy next year when we play on November the 15th. You're talking about 12 months from today. We play again in Greenville, South Carolina on our side of the map. But I want it's better because I couldn't get face value for the tickets that we had. I couldn't. And I couldn't get face value was because Juju wasn't playing, Chloe wasn't playing, Watkins wasn't playing. Full body transfer. So I couldn't get face value. I don't want that to happen next season. I want all of the stars to be accounted for. I want all of them. I don't want no excuses. I don't want no injuries. I don't want no transfers. I want all of everybody to be ready to ball out next year when we do this thing all over again in Greenville. I want Juju at her best. I want Kennedy at her best. Jazzy, all of them. I want no excuses next season. But for this game, they got whooped. They got whooped up on. Wow. Beat down. And we didn't play. This is the thing. We didn't play our best, bro. We did not play our best basketball and still won by 17. When this team gets good, I mean like good, and everybody is clicking and know where they're supposed to be, and things are being figured out, and everybody's in shape, and this team gonna be special. And I ain't saying that this team is the best basketball team that we've ever had. I ain't saying nothing like that. What I'm saying is this team is really, really good at the game of basketball. In terms of putting the ball in the hoop and defending, this team is really good. Brian SB8SN, thank you for the tip. Joyce was a bully tonight, Captain. She was a bully. Joyce country strong. And in the country, because I'm country too. In the country, you country strong. Not strong, strong. And that's Joyce. She really is. Elaine Cambridge, thank you for the tip as well. They still need to cut down on those turnovers and missed shots. You are so right, Elaine. And thank you for being a member. And thank you for rocking me for a long time. I really do appreciate it. Kelly Brown, thank you for being a member. What happened to Tac? We do need Maddy. I think Adhel just didn't play because Dawn didn't feel the need for her to play tonight. I think that in this basketball game, I think she was running like we're gonna throw our best players out, and we're gonna go with them. That's why the 36 minutes by Tessa, the 35 minutes by Joyce, the 35 minutes by Madina, and the 37 minutes by Raven. I really do. And won't happen the next game, but in this game right here, and we might see some version of this, later in when we play Now here's the problem. Here's the thing. When we go to Vegas in 2 weeks, 2 weeks. When we go to Vegas in 2 weeks, you talk about Duke, who isn't looking as good as we thought Duke was going to look. Who saw that Duke game last night? West Virginia. Who saw that mess? Can we take a brief moment of clarity to figure out how the hell Duke lost that game last night? Duke supposedly a top 15 ranked team. Okay, just Duke. Okay. Duke lost 6 players in an altercation, leaving the bench. 6 of them. Of those 6 players, 4 of them were starters. Kicked out the game. Duke proceeded to lose to West Virginia. West Virginia had 5 players. How in the blue hell did that happen? How did that happen? Now I'm talking about Duke tomorrow night or tomorrow afternoon. I don't know how that happened. Kara Lawson got something. Got a lot of work. But we play Duke in Vegas. Then we're going to play either UCLA. We'll play Duke on Wednesday. And then we'll play either UCLA or Texas on Thursday. There ain't nowhere in the world we're going to have these girls playing 30-some minutes on Wednesday and play again 30-some minutes on Thursday. Ain't nobody going to have no legs if that's the case. If they do play that, they better they better stay away from the buffets on Thanksgiving. We can't do that. That might be a time where our depth might be challenged. Real talk. Kenna Bracey, thank you for being a member. Sup, Captain Will. Marietta, thank you for being a member. I trust Dawn to recruit. And now she's cracked the hard shell. That was California. You are so right. So tough. So tough to get players from California over to South Carolina. So very tough. But it is happening. Could we get another one? Another one? Can it happen? Boy, I'm telling you this right here. Jersey Robinson commit to South Carolina tomorrow. I'm going to lose my damn mind. I'm letting you know right now. I'm letting you know for everybody who's been rocking me for a long time, if Jersey Robinson commits to Carolina tomorrow, it's going to be a situation for Captain Will. I don't know. It's going to be a problem. It's going to be a problem. So y'all be prepared for that. If it happens tomorrow in LA, it's going to be a situation. Let me get that information while I'm calling the game. Duke and Liberty. Let me get that information. I'm just letting you know right now. You think CBS had told me to shut up when I was doing the Big Brother? ESPN got to do that tomorrow. Let me find out. Let me get a text, a tweet, a tweet, a little birdie. Yeah, I'm gonna have my own breaking news on tomorrow. Let me do that. Mel Jacks, Y4E. Jersey was behind South Carolina bench about a few rows up. Thank you for the confirmation. I do appreciate that. It is 11:58 p.m. and we have 1,515 people watching your man Captain Will tonight. That is awesome. You know what it's about? That is about the growth of women's basketball. That's about the love and talking about women's basketball on a night where I had to go to FS2 to get the game. What the hell is a FS2? We got 17,000 channels. They could have flipped over the men's basketball game to FS2. You know we was tuning in to see. You know we got better ratings. Got us looking for FS2. Got us downloading apps. And you know we're doing that old 7-day free thing to get an app. We can't even watch basketball, women's basketball. That's what we came to see. Having to wait a whole quarter. Don't do these old people like that. Getting people confused. You know my people. My people, they get some instructions, and the game's gonna be on Fox, And that's what it is. I told my mama, I said, Mama, it's going to be on Fox. Then come later and the other game's still on. You got some more instructions. They got to relay some more information. We don't want to do that. Let's keep it as simple as possible. That's all we got to do. We're going to go through a few more questions, and I'm going to go take a nap for tomorrow. Mr. G, what's up, Mr. G? Unfortunately, players are drafted for the offense, not defense, unless they're bigs. If they were, Clark would have never been drafted first overall. Well, thank you for Mr. G. And this is the deal, Mr. G. Mr. G been rocking me for a minute. He one of the old school players with Captain Will. Real talk. So I respect Mr. G, because Mr. G be writing soliloquies and comments. And he knows basketball. And general managers want to see points. That is the truth. But here's the deal. South Carolina is different. Breezy Hall averaged, 7 points last season? Sly Fagan averaged about 6-7 points last season. Breezy Hall got drafted because of the defense. Sly Fagan got drafted because of the defense. Her ability to score the basketball is a bonus. Breezy Hall's ability to score the basketball is a bonus, but eventually you got to stop people. You have to stop people from scoring. You can. You have to. Caitlin Clark was drafted number 1 overall because of her scoring. That is true. Because the damn sure went for offense, because Caitlin Clark can't guard no damn body. Let's just keep that real. Let's keep that 100. But I think general managers also draft certain kind of players on certain kind of teams. I think that when you are getting a player from South Carolina, I think you're getting a particular type player that has been coached in a way that translates well into the WNBA. You hear Alicia Gray talk about her transition to the WNBA. It's running some of the same concepts in college that ran in pro. Transitional. Powell says the same thing. Breezy says the same. All these young girls say the same things. It's not a shock. Now you talk about some schools. You talk about some schools where it's a situation where they ain't necessarily prepared in college, and they get drafted to the WNBA. We got some schools. Okay, we're not gonna say Javon Jones, LSU. We're not gonna do that tonight. We're not gonna say that, but apparently your own players say that, so I ain't gotta say nothing about it. What does not happen is with Carolina and our players saying when they are drafted to the WNBA that they are not prepared to play in the WNBA. Other schools can't say that. Other schools can't say that. Lasonia, I think I'm pronouncing it right. Is Don able to add any players to a roster now? Potentially. In terms of, okay, maybe like this right here. Chloe came to Carolina early. Okay. That could happen if, you can always have that. You have players in the high school ranks who show up early. That potentially could happen. Eddie Howard, thank you for becoming a new member. Shout out to Eddie Howard for becoming a member. If you want to become a member of Gamecocks Talk with Captain Will, just go to the homepage, Gamecocks Talk with Captain Will on YouTube channel. Hit join now and figure out information. Colonel Parker, thank you for the tip. Captain Will, you are my true source for Gamecocks women basketball. Thank you so much. And for the new folks who have never seen, never heard of me, and wondering who the hell I am a loyal South Carolina women's basketball fan turned podcaster turned reality TV star on Big Brother, retired Army captain. That's who I am. That's who I am. So Mario Gunter said, I'm afraid Ashlyn Watkins isn't coming back. That's going to be the last comment for the night. Ashlyn Watkins, I hope she comes back. I really do. I think that she needs that structure. When I taught JRTC after I retired from the Army, I found out that kids crave, they need structure. And I think Ashlyn is one of those players that need that structure And I hope she comes back because she is a terrific basketball player. With that being said, this concludes another episode of Gamecocks Talk with Captain Will. I'm your man, Captain Will. Make sure you like, make sure you share, and make sure you subscribe to Gamecocks Talk with Captain Will so I continue to bring you the gospel of Gamecocks every single day. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, you are now rocking with the best. And since you're rocking with the best, come rock with your man, Captain Will. Let's go.